The world stands at a precipice in 2026, and ancient words written over 14 centuries ago are echoing through our reality with terrifying precision. What was revealed in the deserts of Arabia is manifesting before our eyes. Those who understand these signs are preparing for what comes next. If you're watching this, you're searching for answers that most people aren't ready to hear. Drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. I want to see how far this message is reaching across the globe.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Quran isn't just a religious text. It's a book that has described phenomena that scholars are only now beginning to comprehend.
When we examine the verses with the lens of 2026, patterns emerge that are impossible to ignore. These aren't vague predictions that can be twisted to fit any narrative.
The Quran speaks about knowledge spreading across the earth with unprecedented speed. In Surah At-Takir, when the people are brought together. The promised Messiah explained this verse predicts an age when people would be interconnected through technology, the telegraph, wireless communication, and global networks.
We live in the age of instant global communication, yet we're drowning in misinformation. Exactly what was foretold, abundant knowledge without understanding.
The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ stated, "The last hour will not come until the land of Arabia reverts to meadows and rivers."
Climate expert Dr. Abdallah Al-Misnad confirms, shifting atmospheric patterns now allow moisture from the Arabian Sea to penetrate the region, triggering heavier rainfall. Arabia was green 7,000 years ago, and satellite imagery now reveals vegetation returning to areas barren for millennia. The prophecy describes a cycle of Earth itself.
The Prophet ﷺ said, "When the barefoot, destitute shepherds compete in constructing tall buildings, this is one of the signs."
The descendants of nomadic herdsmen now preside over the tallest structures on Earth. Every new tower rising from Arabian sand fulfills words spoken 14 centuries ago. The prophecy warned of full stomachs but empty hearts. In 2026, we have more wealth than ever, yet loneliness and depression have reached epidemic levels. The Quran asks, would you then, if you turn away, cause corruption in the land and sever your ties of kinship? The Prophet said those who sever family ties will not enter paradise.
The Prophet ﷺ described women dressed but naked as a sign of the end times. Clothing that doesn't cover, that reveals rather than conceals.
The Quran warned of a time when shame would disappear, when immorality would be practiced openly without guilt, when boundaries between right and wrong would blur. The Quran forbade riba, usury, and interest. Yet in 2026, the global economy is built entirely on interest-based debt. The wealth gap has never been wider.
Economic crashes, inflation crises, and financial instability have become regular features of our world. The prophecy warned this would happen when interest-based systems dominate.
The Quran speaks of the sky producing visible smoke, stars being scattered, celestial events causing reflection. When the stars are scattered and when the stars fall. The Quran describes the earth revealing its burdens. In 2026, we're witnessing unprecedented increases in both frequency and intensity of earthquakes worldwide. The Quran asks, do they not then reflect upon the Quran? Or are there locks upon their hearts? Locks formed by arrogance, persistent sin, and rejection of guidance.
Information abundant, comprehension shallow, knowledge without wisdom. The prophecy warned of this exact condition. People accessing vast information but lacking deep understanding.
Fitna, confusion where right and wrong become indistinguishable. People wake as believers, sleep as disbelievers because pressures are so intense. This is exactly our time. The Quran addresses the children of Israel. If you return to the Holy Land with your sinful conduct, we shall return with our punishment. The return has happened. Allah warned that if they ever returned to the Holy Land with oppression, He would again return with punishment. The world watches as this unfolds before our eyes. Moses told the oppressed, "The land belongs to Allah. He gives it as heritage to such as He wills, and the future belongs to those who fear Him. Those who were oppressed yesterday cannot become oppressors today."
Surah Nisa. When there comes to the information about security or fear, they spread it around. Dr. Mabruk Atiya explains this describes the internet and social media. Information spreading instantly without verification.
The verse continues, if they referred it to those in authority, those drawing correct conclusions would verify it. But in 2026, we spread first and ask questions never, exactly as foretold.
Ubay ibn Ka'b reported the Prophet describing signs, the sun's light changing, stars scattering, the earth shaking. 6 signs before the day. We are witnessing the acceleration when the mountains are made to pass away, interpreted as mountains being moved and leveled. In 2026, we move mountains for highways, cities, and resources.
When the wild beasts are gathered together, wildlife displaced by climate change, gathered in shrinking habitats, creation itself disturbed.
When the seas become as blazing fire, oil spills ignited, oceans warming, chemical reactions, the impossible becoming visible.
When the souls are paired, interpreted as humanity brought together through technology, migration, and global connection, we are more connected and more isolated than ever.
When the girl child buried alive is asked for what crime she was killed, the most vulnerable questioned on that day, or a reminder of justice delayed but not denied.
When the scrolls are spread, records of deeds laid open. In 2026, our every action is recorded by devices, nothing hidden. When the sky is unveiled, the heavens open to human observation as never before. We see galaxies billions of light years away.
When hellfire is set ablaze, a reminder of what awaits those who reject truth despite seeing clear signs.
When paradise is brought near, for those who saw the signs and turned back to their Creator, hope remains.
Every soul will know what it has presented, the moment of truth. No denial possible, no excuses accepted.
These aren't predictions to frighten, they're warnings to awaken. The Quran says, "Do they not reflect? Are there locks on their hearts? The locks can be removed."
The signs are clear. The prophecies are manifesting. The question isn't whether they're real. The question is, what will you do with what you've seen?
Where are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments. Let's see how far this message is reaching. The truth belongs to all humanity.
The prophecies are unfolding. The question is, are you ready?